We are on. We are on. And everyone, let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm so excited for tonight. And this is absolutely wild because we were not sure we were going to come on as of 30 minutes ago just because of clouds. But the sky's cleared up. Half of my sky is all clouds. The other half is no clouds. We've had rain all day. I'm so glad that we're able to make it. Thank you everyone for joining. If this is your first time, welcome to the Astro Room where I do regular live streams of smart telescopes. And tonight is the debut of the Dwarf Mini in action here in this channel, in the Astro Room. Let me know who's on. Let me know where you're watching from. We will have a member of the Dwarf team also joining, which I'm super excited about. All right. Just to double check the audio. Dwarf Lab, Grace, can you hear me? Okay, great. It's what, I'm sorry? On and off. I can hear you perfectly clear. Okay, great. Give me 1 second so I can make sure you're in here. Actually, because you can see the YouTube, I don't want to double this. Give me 1 second. All right, everyone, we're excited for tonight. We are already live, and we've got some beautiful skies that cleared out. So excited. We have, how many people are on right now? Oh, this is great. So far, we have almost 19 people. I haven't even started stacking. I've been waiting, like imaging yet, because I've been waiting for it to get a little bit darker. But I think we should be good to go in the next couple minutes. And we have a member of the Dwarf Lab team with us, which I'm so excited about. We have Grace from Creator Relations. She is Creator Relations at Dwarf Lab, and she is joining us today. And Grace, we see you clearly now. Everyone should be able to see you now. Thank you for coming on.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
This is so awesome. I'm sure.
And this is great.
I'm sure you're excited that NEAF happened today or yesterday and today too.
Yeah, our team had a great time there.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit the live stream, and it looked a lot of fun.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, they met a lot of our real users. Yeah, our dwarf users, and they talked and discussed the future updates. What is the next? Really, what is the next?
Yeah. And can everyone? I just want to make sure. Can everyone hear Grace right now?
Yeah,
Okay, I think so. I think we're good. I think I'm getting a thumbs up. So.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Give me 1 minute here while I. Let me see. I'm trying to clear up some room here. We can see you a little bit better. Let me see.
Hello, Emma. Yeah, I see a lot of people joining the room.
Yes, a lot of people are getting on. This is great. Awesome. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this, Grace. I'm going to go ahead and start, and I'll go to Rosette Nebula to start off. Give it some time. I think it's a very beautiful object. That's actually the side of my sky that is clear.
Okay.
So I think that that should be perfect right now. It is absolutely crazy because it was not clear like 30 minutes ago, and we've had rain, like I said, all day. So yeah, this is awesome that we get to see Dwarf Mini live in action, and I'm excited that this is the debut of the Dwarf Mini on the Astro Room channel. So I think a lot of people seem to have been waiting for this. So this is super exciting. We have over 30 people on already and counting. Okay. Let's get this in action. I actually won't do equatorial mode. And I only won't do that because it's too windy and we've had, like I said, storms and rain and all of that. So otherwise I would be doing equatorial, but we're doing this.
Uh, Yeah, yeah. So we can use the like less than 15 seconds
Okay.
every exposure. Yeah.
Sounds good because I do have about 11 mile per hour winds right now. And I will definitely change the parameter, just like you said. So let me wait for it to. It looks like it's tracking or it's searching for Rosette Nebula right now. Oh, somebody is saying that they are ordering their Dwarf Mini tomorrow. That is super awesome.
Good to hear.
That is great. Make sure that Vinny, thank you for joining, and make sure that you use the link. There's a QR code as well that'll take you straight to ordering your dwarf, or you can come if you come back tomorrow. Feel free to use the link as well in the description of this video, and you can get a discount. Thanks to Dwarf Lab that they're providing a discount for the Astro Room channel and for those that are viewing. So yeah. Okay, let me change the parameters right now. We're seeing this live in action, guys. This is so exciting. I've had so much fun using the Dwarf for the past few weeks. So thank you, Dwarf Lab, again for giving me a Dwarf Mini to showcase in the Astro Room channel. Okay, so
Thank you.
yes. Okay, so we definitely need a dual band filter right now because this is a Rosette Nebula, and let's bring this down, the gain to like 60. And then you were recommending that I do 15 seconds?
Yeah, 15 seconds. Yeah,
Okay.
if we are using the out azimuth mode.
Okay. That's usually what I've been doing, so I think that's great. And let me focus this. I like to manually focus, by the way, the stars, and I think this should be good at 590. Oh no, I got out of it. 1 second. Let me see. There we go. Okay, the camera. Oh, if I turn off my camera for a second, you guys can see the other, the wide view camera there. I've got some stars in there, so that's good. No clouds, just stars. Let's hide that. And then, so 15 seconds, 60 on the gain, 60. And then I'm going to, I did my manual focus, and now I'm going to go ahead and start stacking. Oh, okay, Grace. Let's see everyone that is on. We have people from all over. The chat is going wild.
Yeah, I just see the Chinese. Yeah.
Oh man, this is great. We have Stealth on, who is regularly on all the Astro Room streams. Thank you so much, Stealth, and a channel member as well. We have Proto Earth Solar. We have Slugger from Maryland. Fish 45 is on as well. People from New Mexico. Jim Carter is on. Stealth is on from North Carolina. Yes, we've got a good view. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, Grace, you have no idea. I'm so excited because I thought these clouds were not going to go away. So this is like super awesome.
Yeah.
that we're on.
Here's our yeah. Here's our wish. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
I love your background with your spaceship.
Yeah, we just define it right. Yeah, because uh, exploring the universe is what we do every day. And just we just need to bring the universe, the cosmos, closer to everyone.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Look at this. We're already, I can actually already see Rosette Nebula in there a little bit.
Yeah, I see.
You can see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That looks pretty good. This is like okay, something that I want to say that I love so much about Dwarf Mini, everyone, and is that besides the setup being so easy, I do love that
do love that.
the it doesn't drop frames or very little frames, and that just makes everything a million times better for me, and I'm sure for everyone that uses a Dwarf Mini. I love that about Dwarf. I hear very good things about that with the Dwarf, that in general it hardly drops frames, whether using alt azimuth or equatorial, and that's something actually you can actually see the count up there in the center of the screen at the top that it has so far. We're good with all frames, but I do love that. I think that's great, Grace. That's really good that your software, the software runs great like that.
Yeah, you know what? That is not the case at the very first beginning. We
Mm.
keep improving our the software. We hear them their feedback, and we are just working continuously update our firmware. So that is why people find, wow, you got update, you got a new update right now. Yeah, from month to month. So that is what you like have the hands-on experience right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very impressive, I must admit. It's and I was telling you this before when we were uh chatting before, that I feel like nobody really, you can't tell even how small it is from watching it on videos. It's like you can't really get an idea of it until you have it in your hands, that it's literally as
Mhm.
small as, like, my phone, this that blew my mind. I was like, there's no way that I can put this in a pocket or a purse, like, and that it's so powerful. I mean, as we're seeing already, Rosette Nebula is coming out, and what is it? We've been on just a few minutes, right? And this is just awesome. Someone is saying they have the Dwarf 3 and they love it. Frank Rainey is saying that. That's awesome, Frank. We've
Oh,
got
Frank
Billy
Rain.
Bob saying it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we currently have two like dwarf flagship products. For the Dwarf 3, we define it as a versatile emission tool. Yeah, it can not only capture the astrophotography, but also the bird watching and also the panorama photography. Yeah, but for the Mini, it focuses on astrophotography and provides like even more stable tracking capability. Yeah, with longer exposure time, up to 180 seconds.
Yes, up to 180 seconds. That really impressed me. Grace, what do you think about that? Like, do you think even people who live in very light polluted cities is okay to use 180, or what does Dwarf Lab recommend? Or, do you need more perfect conditions, or like no wind, let's say, at all? Or what is the recommendation on that?
Yeah, for the shooting in the city area, we suppose like we recommend them using the 90 seconds. Yeah, that would provide much uh, tracking capability. Yeah, I mean the tracking accuracy. Yeah, even more stable. Not use the 180 seconds.
Yeah, use better the 90 seconds you said, right? 90.
Yeah, 90 seconds. Yeah, yeah. 90.
Yeah. Someone is asking, I know my rosette is a bit off center, Billy Bob. I was, like I said, I wasn't even sure that we were going to be able to stream. I was running outside when I saw that the clouds actually cleared, and I, put my, actually, I have a scope cam.
Yeah, uh, if you find it's a lot of a bit off center, maybe we can have a second time. Yeah, give it a try, another try.
Okay, you mean like start it over?
Yes, you can stop it and let's retry again to see if it goes to the center.
Oh, okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I wanted to show my scope cam to show the Dwarf Mini outside, because I usually do have that on. I just wanted to show everyone real quick. Oh man, I'd hate to stop it because I feel like it's looking so beautiful, but if you think we should stop
Yeah,
it.
no. I don't mean that. I
Yeah.
just give a little tip, yeah, for the Billy Bob.
Yeah. Okay, yes. So yeah, just retrying it again. And honestly, this is my first time I see anything off-centered, because I've been using this for the past couple weeks, and everything has been. But I think because I was rushing it, because like I said, I wasn't even sure we were going to come on because of the clouds and the weather, and um, I
You
put
know
it on.
what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just to get a screenshot and forward to the software team. Yeah, to let them figure out what went wrong there.
Yeah. And you know what? I put it also on a heavier tripod. Like I've been using the mini tripod with the Dwarf
Hmm.
Mini, like the stock tripod, the mini, which I love it. But I was so worried because of the winds, even though it's a very sturdy tripod. But I was like, let me get it on a really really heavy duty one, because I'm scared. I was just worried. But let me see. I can show this scope cam. Oh, because I turned it off. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's my dwarf outside. Can everybody see this now? You see how I still have a little bit of clouds, but all my clouds up at least towards south and west, it cleared up. But there's my dwarf mini, and I have it on a little mini, a tabletop tripod, very heavy
Oh,
duty, that will hold like the huge smart scopes. Like it'll hold Celestrons, the Origin, like So I put it on that bad boy. Wow, Rosette is looking great though. Uh, Grace, can you talk a little bit about one of my favorite things is the way that you can use like the parameter settings, like the curves. I really love this.
parameter settings of the curves. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. We, but as as far as I'm concerned, I think this curve is a little bit hidden. Yeah. I mean, hidden in the layers of the entrance. I mean, the entrance is a little bit hidden in the app. So, but people can while they're viewing the live of the shooting session, people can adjust the parameters of the curve. Yeah, to see like the darker the background, and also um, to how to do that, to withdraw the Rosetta's nebulosity a little bit.
Yes. Yes, and I do like that. I'm showing that right now. I do like that we can do that in action, while we're imaging. Uh, I think that's a pretty cool feature. It's actually looking pretty good. I'm very happy.
Have you adjusted the curves already?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I lost you for a second just now. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh, yes, I was just showing it. You can see me on the YouTube, right? Regular? Like on
Yeah.
okay.
But you know what? There are also a lot of advertisement to interrupt.
Oh no. Yeah. Sorry. That's YouTube does their own thing and I
No, it's
put it
not.
on low, like as low as possible. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see it. Yeah, the nebulosities look awesome. Look awesome.
Yeah. And I'm in Bortle 8 Skies. I only live like 45 minutes from a major city from Los Angeles. So this is not perfect
Oh,
skies. Even as you can see on the scope cam, light pollution everywhere.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I see strong light pollution. Yeah, in the wide angle
Yeah.
view.
Yeah. We got people watching from Canada. We've got Richard Rojas from Santa Barbara. Richard, thanks for joining again.
Hello, welcome to join our live streaming.
I love this. Look at what Craig Campbell is saying. He said he went to Death Valley, I guess, for a star party. And it was next. He was next to a guy that had the Dwarf Mini, and he was so impressed.
That's so great to hear.
Yeah. You know what? And Grace, actually, I want to mention something about that because I honestly I've never used any of the dwarf scopes before. So,
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited when I was gonna get the dwarf, and I was like, I don't know what to expect at all. And on top of that, and I was like, oh, I'm getting even the smallest one. Like, how is this even gonna, is this gonna be good enough? Like, but I've been honestly very impressed. I've been truly impressed at the ease of use, the setup, and I do like that you can play around with so many settings. So it's easy enough for someone who's never done astrophotography or never used smart
Mm-hmm.
telescopes before. I really think it's easy enough for someone that's just starting to. But it's also for people who do like to tweak around settings, your gain. There's so many things to play with. Even with the Stellar Studio that I'm going to show later. I love the Stellar Studio that does the AID noise, and it's not just like a one button AID noise. You can do different types of tweaks in there. So yeah, there's just so many settings to play with, and I really love that because if you're scared of too many settings, you don't even have to mess with them. But if you're like a nerd and you love all of that stuff and you can grow into that too, like you'll have a blast using the mini, and it's just absolutely super portable as well.
Yeah, exactly. Um, you know what? Our dwarf products are usually designed very travel friendly. Because because our users love traveling and they don't want to set up the bulky devices and have spent a lot of time setting them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they just sent us their feedback, and we just want to build the products that people really want and love to use. So uh, I think, yeah, what truly makes dwarf system unique comes down to two things. The first one is the pushing limits, pushing physical limits. and our amazing community. Yeah, from an engineering side, we always build products from first principles. We want to push the balance of the optical performance and size to the absolute physical limit. That is why Dwarf is so travel friendly. And the Mini, yeah, but it is setting up on the tripod. So Mini can even put it in your pocket. Yeah, like this one pocket. Yeah, you can put it here. Yeah. So we realized something really simple. The best telescope is the one that you always take with you and use frequently, rather than leaving it in the garage. And also, you just at the first beginning you mentioned that the software, right? I think the real secret sauce is our community. Yeah, we don't just build the products behind the closed doors. We build with our users. So every piece of feedback in our groups is go to us. Yeah. If enough users ask for a feature that uh, can really improve the experiences, even if it sounds a bit of crazy. Yeah, but we will try our best to make it happen. So we're incredibly grateful to our users. So our philosophy is very simple: listen to the community, follow first principles, and build something people really want and love to use.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, it's so important, I think, to listen, right, to what all of us ask for, what so many people ask for so many things. And if it's reasonable, why not? Right? Yeah. Um, Grace, we have an interesting question from someone named Slugger. I'll go ahead and let you answer that. I know, you know, I can answer it, but I would love for you to answer it. It says, are the filters inside, or do you have to manually attach them on the outside?
Uh, Sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't get it very clearly.
Yes, I don't know if you can also see it right there in the chat or on the YouTube stream. It says, "Are the filters inside,
Oh,
or do you have to
oh, oh,
manually attach?"
oh. Yeah, for filters, we have only currently we have only solar filters, but because we have the built-in filters, that is the Astro filter and also the dual band filter. Yeah, to like currently we're shooting the Rosetta Nebula, we're using the dual band, yeah, filter.
Yes. So, just like Billy Bob
Yeah,
is saying,
you don't need to manually attach
that's
the
right.
filter unless you are shooting the sun.
That's right. That's right. So it's got the dual band filter for the light pollution when you're shooting nebula, a nebula, for instance, and that you literally just, it's like a click that you turn it on with the touch of a button on the app, and then it'll put the filter on there for you. Automatically, it'll capture that filter. So you can turn that on and off manually on the app. You don't have to physically go to your dwarf and take anything in or out or anything like that. The only one is if you want to use the, if you want to image the sun, like Billy Bob was saying or Grace was saying, you just use the actual solar filter. That's the only time you have to physically put a filter on your dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And Grace, I would like to ask you a couple of questions because many viewers, what they're doing is that they're comparing products. So a lot of viewers in this community are comparing smart telescopes. And from your perspective, what do you think makes the dwarf system unique compared to other smart telescopes, for instance, on the market?
Yeah, I think the first point is, yeah, the portability. Yeah, as you know, Dwarf Mini weighs only 840 grams. Yeah, it's like maybe a cup of water. Yeah, that is the weight, and you can even put it in your pockets. And for the and the second one is like it's easy to use. Yeah, you can just set it up and like turn its lens tube towards the sky and connect with your phone. Even if you are using the atlas and towards the sky, it will show you what the dwarf's sky can shoot. Because with our AR sky finder, you can even see what kind of deep sky objects you can shoot in the area. Yeah. So people just need to select the target that he want to shoot, and then yeah, if they use the auto parameters, they can just tap the shooting button and boom, it will do all the workflow automatically. Yeah. So this is the easy to use. And for the third one is like the Infinity Lab. Yeah, Infinity Lab. There are three. No, yeah, for Mini two features. The Mega Stack and the Stellar Studio. Yeah, people if people don't want to do the post processing themselves, they can just upload the image, the Dwarf Mini shoot, uh, in the cloud to have the Stellar Studio to do the post processing, and even yeah, it takes about uh, around 1 minute. Yeah, I guess. So
Yeah.
you can get a very decent image. Yeah, showing on the screen, and even you can do the like have your watermark with a slogan. Yeah, the one you like, to share it in the Instagram. So uh, the portability and the simplicity of the use, and also the easy to share. Yeah, that is what makes the Dwarf Mini unique. So astronomy for everyone is not only a slogan; it's really what we're doing now.
Yes, and you just mentioned about that augmented reality. Uh, I That's one of my favorite things is that I would like to show it in action. Grace, let me know. Could I minimize this and I'll come back and I can still keep stacking if I show real quick or do you think it'll stop my stacking if I show the
Yeah, of
augmented
course.
reality?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, no problem. We can stop here. No, I mean, yeah, stop shooting.
Okay, so you mean like, am I able to show the augmented reality and let this run in the background? The Rosette Nebula still stack, or will it not? Will it not keep stacking?
If you tap the shooting session to stop the shooting, it will not. But yeah, but if you just exit this kind of live screening and let's go to the other buttons, it's okay. It keeps shooting. Yeah, it keeps shooting.
Okay, so I can try to show augmented reality just for people to see what that is. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. No problem.
But it will let my Rosette Nebula keep stacking.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Trust
okay.
me.
That's what I wanted to know. Okay, okay. Okay, let's do that. So I'm gonna Oh wait, I can't open the atlas because it's stacking.
But maybe we can go to oh, can you go to the album interface?
Yes.
So we can show them the Mega Stack and the Stella Studio.
Oh wait, here we oh no, that would be Atlas, but okay, so here's the album. Maybe I'll show later the augmented reality then, but here's the mega stack
Okay.
if you want to talk about the mega stack
Mm-hmm.
a little
Oh,
bit.
Mega Stack. Yes. Yeah, Mega Stack. Mega Stack is another feature that can you can understand it like a multi-sessions stacking. Yeah, if you shoot, let's say, the Rosetta Nebula in different uh, at different nights, and you want to get more decent details about the target, you can choose like yesterday, today, tomorrow data to upload in the mega stack, and it will restack all the images, all the single frames of the Rosetta Nebula, and to provide you with a very decent, yeah, astro image.
Yeah, so the mega stack basically it's for like if you're doing multi night sessions, right? And you can put them all together. If you have 3 nights of Orion Nebula or whatever nebula, whatever object that you're imaging, and then you can put them all together to get an even better image.
Yes.
I like when you do I like it when the Stellar Studio too that you can actually see the before and after back to back. Like
Yes.
before
Yeah.
AID noise and then how it looks now, like, you don't have to pull up another screen to try to compare. Okay, we'll definitely do Stellar Studio and I'll definitely show augmented reality. I just wanted us to get a really good amount of Rosette Nebula. Let me go back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I also like that it has my temperature of the sensor down here too, like 73 degrees, right? So it has you have your battery life there. How many it'll tell you the gigabytes that you have left on your device as well.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I just like submit the request of the necessity. Yeah, regarding myself as the user. Yeah, I thought it would be
Oh.
useful to showing on the screen.
Oh wow, that is you were the one that submitted that request.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's so funny. You know what? I love it. And I think like astro nerds love that. I love
Yeah,
stats. I love statistics. Like I want everything, whether it's my weather, I want to be able to see everything at once. So uh the
yeah.
fact that you
I
can see
need
your
that kind of safety.
yeah, exactly. Like even the frames, whether how many stacked frames out of how many. Like I like how you can just see everything. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that, and it'll tell you right in your screen as you're stacking. It tells you are you reminding you you're in alt azimuth or you're in EQ. Like all those little things. I just even if we already know, I just like to see all the stats.
Yes,
Okay,
totally
it
understand.
looks like people are saying the volume is a little bit too low. Let me try to I'm surprised. Let me try to turn up your. I thought mine was usually too loud, but let me turn up your volume a bit more, Grace. Uh,
The
ev-
volume, uh,
yeah. All right, everyone. Let me
sorry,
know how is this sounding, or and if Grace sounds a little bit louder too. Uh, Grace, someone is asking about scenery mode. Does it have scenery mode?
scenery mode. Um,
It's like, can you see like not astro imaging? Like, can you see landscape, bird
oh,
watching and things like that, for instance?
okay. Um, for the Dwarf Mini, yeah, we cannot realize on it. Yeah, but if you, but we indeed receive lots of feedback like that. Hope the Dwarf Mini can work like the Dwarf 3. It can not only feature the celestial photography, but also the terrestrial photography. Yeah, we're really taking it into consideration. Maybe there will be a pro product, yeah, upgrade of the Dwarf Mini. Yeah, in the future, I don't have an exact date. Yeah, for when should we, uh, like release this kind of product? But yeah, but maybe that would be an option.
Okay, that's good to know. I know you guys are doing software updates and all that all the time, so yeah, so I think that's great. I think that's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, someone is saying that it does shoot terrestrially, so basically not just astro imaging. Someone is saying that. Um, yeah, because I know it has the free mode, like a hand, like you can point it at wherever you want. You want to point it at a mountain or some scenery. You can see that clearly.
Yeah, that can just like use like a telephoto camera. Yeah,
Yes,
to
yes.
shoot the still images. Yeah, but yeah, as I mentioned, the Dwarf 3 can shoot the panorama stitching. Yeah, and also track the birds, the rockets, the car, etc. Yeah, even the UFO.
Oh, okay. So I have to answer this question now from Adrian Grace. They're asking how am I able to show the app on the on the live stream. So here's a little behind the scenes. Let me see if I can show this without it getting disconnected. This is my iPad, and it's hooked up. I'm using a Mac, so it's hooked up to my Mac, and I'm basically just uh, I use OBS Studio to live stream, and I just basically choose my iPad on a source on there, and it'll just mirror whatever I'm showing on my iPad. I can show anything on my iPad. So yeah.
Like to project the iPad screen to
Yes,
the window. Yeah, to your desktop.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Adrian is saying
So,
the mini.
Adrian, yeah, Adrian, if you need more details, I can shoot us an email. Yeah, we will email the we will email back about the instructions.
Okay. How is the sound, everyone? Is this better? I'm sorry. Usually I don't have any sound issues, so I'm kind of surprised. But this is the first time I have two ongoing audios. Maybe they're fighting with each other. So Adrian is wondering the Mini Pro. Is there a Mini Pro in the works?
I think there are lots of new products in the pipeline. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it is so excited. Yeah, because we really want to uh make something, make cool features with our users, our dwarf community, and also like upgrade our software experience. Yeah, like currently we're working on a smart AI assistant, which can uh can work as a guide, astronomy guide, for our users. They can ask a lot of astronomy questions and how to use the interface, and even when they encounter some issues, they can get the troubleshooting tips. Yeah, from the AI assistant.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, but it takes time. Yeah, it takes time. We are working on it.
Grace, I was watching a little bit of NEAF today. For those of you that don't know, NEAF is an astronomy conference. It's like the biggest and best astronomy conference once a year. And it was this weekend in New York. And I heard from Dwarf Lab stream, the live stream, that a professional grade smart scope is in the works. Are you able to give us a little bit more info on that?
Uh, yeah. Honestly, I don't have much information, yeah, about it. Really. Yeah, what I know is like we are working on a larger aperture and a longer focal length telescope, but uh, but will provide very, how to say that, impressive imaging results, and also provides more uh, like accurate tracking. I mean the tracking accuracy, but also keep the portability. Yeah, I think the 3 points are the hardcore focus in our uh, later products. And also like for the professional grade, like the cooling camera, the the anti-dew, and also a lot of features that people want is are all on our roadmap. Yeah. So stay tuned for more updates.
Yes, yes. So exciting. So exciting. Um, someone is asking about, oh, someone is saying they are interested in this. Thanks, Coconut, for joining. And Craig Campbell wants to know about, does it come with a tripod or is it separate?
Oh, that is a question. I myself didn't even don't know.
Oh,
um,
oh, I think he's
I
asking
don't
about.
know. Oh, mini, right?
I think so. Yes, the Dwarf Mini.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Mini does not come with a tripod. You need to purchase separately. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to put the link in the description so they can see.
Yeah. Scan this QR code. You can get a 5% discount. Yeah, discount
Yes.
extra. Yeah. I just saw the Craig's question right now, so maybe it is a little bit delayed.
Okay, I just sent the. They can see the tripod. Oh, you know what? I have it here because, like I told you, I'm using a different tripod. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Let me get the Dwarf Mini tripod. Give me 1 second. Okay. This is the Dwarf Mini tripod. Actually, if you guys saw my review unboxing video, I talked pretty detailed about the Dwarf Mini tripod. It is very, very, very sturdy tripod. Uh, the quality is awesome. Very, like I mentioned in the video, I also said it feels very premium. Um, so it's tiny, it's so portable, but it's perfect for the Dwarf Mini. To use for EQ or alt azimuth mode. So yeah.
yeah, and the length of the tripod can be from like 25 centimeters to 53 centimeters.
Yes. Yes, it does really go up a lot. Yes. Um and Grace, if you don't mind me asking you, usually astronomy audiences they love engineering stories. So I'm curious from a technical perspective, what do you think was
Yeah.
the hardest engineering challenge the Dwarf Lab team had to solve when like designing the dwarf telescopes?
Yes, I think that is a great question. The hardest challenge, without a doubt, was the battle of space. Yeah, we had to find the perfect balance between the optical performance and also the extreme portability. High quality imaging and the portability. We need to balance the two sides. So when you have a highly limited structural space, every millimeter counts. So our approach was a bit different. We first defined the absolute upper limit for portability. What size and weight would make someone happily put it in the backpack? Once we locked in that tiny shell, we had to squeeze all the modules inside and push the optical parameters like aperture, focal length to their absolute physical limits. So this caused a lot of headaches for our team in terms of design, machining, and assembly. Yeah, it's like inside a tiny box built to build a complex watch, just like this feeling. Yeah. So, but overcoming this was very crucial, because we wanted to deliver a powerful system without sacrificing the portability that our users love.
Wow, yeah. I think I had I hadn't really thought about that. It's even harder to make us the smaller the scope is going to be, the harder. I I didn't think about that because you have to put like it's like you're it's like a mini computer and so many things going
Mhm,
on at
mhm.
once that you have to throw into this little portable device. Like that's incredible.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, because at the very first beginning, we just want to make things portable because we ourselves don't like the heavy, bulky devices to bring them to the dark side to capture the astrophotography. Yeah, so we're thinking, why couldn't we make a cool product that can easy to carry and also capture the stunning images of the astrophotography?
That's right.
So yeah,
Yeah. I don't think anybody would have ever thought, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago that all of this would be possible. Something like this, so tiny.
yeah.
Just want to give a shout out to Stealth, who's a channel member,
Hmm.
who did a donation. He did a buy me a coffee donation. Bought me several coffees, $25 donation, plus gifted memberships for 5 people to the Astro Room. So thank you so much, Stealth, for being so supportive. Yeah, and
Very
actually we had,
kind.
yeah, very kind. Oh, he's always very kind. We have some great supportive viewers, just amazing. Someone asked
Yeah,
earlier,
indeed.
does it come with EQ?
EQ, yeah, you can.
Yes,
Yeah, I think the EQ mode is built in the app, and you can use your phone to or a tablet to control the dwarf with setting it up on a
that's right.
tripod. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So you can definitely. I'm running Alt Azimuth right now. For those of you joining
Hmm.
late, like I had mentioned, I'm running Alt Azimuth just because we have like 11 mile per hour winds, but uh, you can do EQ mode and it'll guide you. It'll tell you if you want to use EQ, put it on EQ, and then it'll tell you to if you're off, if you need to move it lower or higher, to the left, to the right. It'll show you how off you are per the degrees and things like that. So it's very simple to use, very simple to set up, and very quick.
Hmm. Yes.
And any other, Grace, any other upcoming features? Or I know you've talked already. I feel like you've already kind of mentioned a lot of stuff, but
Mhm.
any other upcoming features or firmware updates or improvements that anyone using Dwarf, uh, or those that are wanting to get a Dwarf to telescope for their collection, what do you think they should be excited about? Anything else upcoming or firmware updates?
As far as I'm concerned, I think as the summer is coming and the Milky Way photography will become, I mean, the feature will be displayed in the in the scenarios mode. Yeah, like the deep space star trails and also Milky Way. Yeah, and for more updates in the future, the AI assistant and the community and also the remote control. Yeah, I think they are three big major updates. Yeah, in the near future.
Repeat to me again. The remote control is exactly for what feature?
Remote control, like you can put it in the dark side, yeah, to let's say Las Vegas. You can like control your Dwarf Mini or Dwarf device, yeah, like at home, yeah, and you can like remote control it to shoot the targets.
Yes, I got you. So, like, if it's at a remote observatory, or if you have it, at home, or you let a friend borrow it, or something like that, you can still log in and use it from far away,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay, okay. That is very cool. That is very cool. I'm going, you know what, Grace and everyone, I'm going to
Mhm.
go ahead and do the Stellar Studio, the AID noise, so everybody can see that in action and all the little features that Stellar Studio has. As
Yeah,
Stellar
perfect.
Studio is like my favorite, like one of my favorite things that is comes with all the dwarfs. I think it's crazy cool.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stop stacking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got a satellite trail there a little bit, but it'll be okay. This turned out to be really really good.
Can't even believe that is shot under Bortle scale 8.
I know, I know. Look at all
And
my
you know
light
what?
pollution.
Even I'm living, yeah, you know what? Even I'm living in a Bortle 7, yeah, environment. I cannot get such good result.
What? No way.
Yeah. I think the sky is really, really clear. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Southern California, and like I said, I'm about 45 minutes from Los Angeles. So I'm literally about 45 minutes from the Hollywood sign. So yes, the light pollution is insane, but my there are certain parts of the sky for me that are very very nice and clear most of the year, to be honest. Like, I would say my south and my east are the best, even though right now I am Rosette Nebula is southwest. My west is a little tough,
Mhm.
even more light pollution. I mean, I'm telling you, way more light pollution towards that side,
Uh-huh.
but it's incredible that we can still see Rosette Nebula like this. Like, is it's blowing my mind. Like, this is gorgeous.
Can't wait to see the Stella Studio, like the results.
Yeah, I can't wait to. Let's do it. I'm gonna go into Stellar Studio. Oh, wait. Go back to home. Grace, what do you normally recommend for Stellar Studio? Do you like to do auto? Do you like to do star correction, the denoise, the star removal?
I
What do you
usually
usually
do
do?
the, yeah, I usually do the auto.
The
Yeah,
auto,
I
me
think the
too.
auto includes the star correction and also noising and the background correction.
I think so. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on auto. Let's do it.
Hmm.
Oh, this is interesting. Billy Bob is saying he would like a light colored mini to keep cool during solar and easy to find in the dark. Hey, you never know. Maybe that's in the pipeline. I don't know for the future dwarfs.
I haven't seen the, yeah, oh, I just saw it. Light color mini, light color mini. Okay, okay, okay. Let me get a screenshot and we'll send to the software team. No, I mean the product and designing team.
Mm. with the success of the Dwarf Mini, did y'all even expect it to be that huge, or you guys just weren't sure what was going to happen? Grace, could you hear me?
Hello. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I thought I lost you for a second
Oh,
now. Can you repeat your question?
yes.
Sorry.
With all the success of the Dwarf Mini, did you guys think that it was going to be this huge, or did you think it was like, what were you, did y'all expect anything out of it at all?
I think we will keep its size. Yeah.
Did you expect it? Did you think it would be this successful, the Dwarf Mini? Like, was the team surprised about the success of the Dwarf Mini?
Oh, I think we have proper expectation about the Dwarf Mini. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is, this is the first generation of the Dwarf Mini. Yeah, we received like we haven't received negative feedback so far yet. Yeah, but we just we indeed received lots of positive, suggestive feedback about how what they would like to expect. Few more updates about the Dwarf Mini. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this Rosette Nebula. Oh my
I
goodness.
haven't
This,
seen it. Oh, yeah, maybe there's a little bit delay.
okay, a little bit delay. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Wow.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I see it. I see it. I see it now.
I mean, this is so good. I gotta get my iPad even closer to me here. This is, I mean, so I like it that you can. Oh well, you guys can see it. I like it that you can see the before and after. So the original, and then the after the AID noise. But this is really good. If I zoom into this to look at these stars, so this is amazing to me because, like I said, I always battle with winds. I usually have winds. Everybody who's been watching this channel for a while, you guys know I'm always complaining about. I have usually 5 to 8 mile per hour winds. Tonight have a little bit more just because of we had storms, we had rain, and the clouds are moving out of the way, thankfully. But look at the stars. Pretty
Yeah, we
well
can even
rounded.
see the color of the stars.
Yeah.
Orange and the blue, white.
Yeah, this is really cool because, oh man, okay, like I said, like besides terrible light pollution, besides winds at 11 miles per hour, and have I been stacking how long? I started stacking about, yeah, an hour ago. It's been exactly about an hour or a little bit less than an hour since I started stacking, and this looks great. I'm just zooming into everything. This is
Yeah.
this is unreal to me, Grace. Like this is what really impressed me about yeah, the Stellar Studio, and like I was so impressed by this.
Yeah. That is music to our ears.
And imagine doing even further post processing. I mean, to me, this is like good to go. Like, if people who like to post on social media or show off to their friends, like this is good to go. But imagine if you were to do more post processing, this would look even more amazing.
Yeah. Did you see the watermark?
Oh yes, let me show the watermark. Oh, I like that too. Okay, I love this for nerds. This is great. Okay, let me click on the watermark. Because you can choose different types of how much details you want. Do you want where you shot it at? Do you want to show the filter that you use, your exposure settings, your gain settings? I really like that. So let's show all of them. So, oh, you can even edit your signature, your caption. It'll
Yeah.
even suggest wording, the AI. You can type
Yes.
something to it or generate. Oh, that is very cool. Or it has suggested wording. I haven't tried the AI suggested wording, but the session info
You can give
has.
it a try.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. The session info shows I'll take everything. So it has all your data on here, like I just said. Or you can stick to, have less information on there, which object, how long you were imaging, how long it was, you did this stacking. Actually, it says 30 minutes. This is really, really good. This is really good.
Yeah, because it has deleted some like some frames that have the plane trails. Yeah.
Oh, yes. It automatically already got rid of the satellite trails and stuff.
Yes.
Oh no, my Rosette, the AI went a little crazy, I think. Generate
So
again.
wild.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Maybe, okay. Oh, this is cool. It's like a little poem. Rosette, a cosmic rosebud blooming where stars ignite and nebulae dance. Nature's fiery floral masterpiece. Oh my goodness, in the galaxy's garden. That's pretty good. That's beautiful, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, people are saying very nice stars. We've got some questions too, and we'll answer those. Oh, can you change the opacity of the watermark? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to save this. I don't want to lose this. Wow, you can play around with everything. I'm going to save this one too. The one with the quote, the one without the quote. Saved. Okay, great. This is very, very nice. Grace, somebody asked, let me see. Let me go back. I think I missed the question here. Someone is asking, can you explain, Craig Campbell, can you explain again how you can use your iPhone to control the Mini by pointing the phone up to the sky and it will auto move the Mini to the object? Oh,
Okay. Explain. I just see his question. Point the phone to the up sky like the sky watch, and will it auto move the Mini? Auto move? No. Currently, no. Yeah. Because yeah, currently you just you manually like turn the dwarf's lens tube towards the sky, and also and from the wide angle lens, you will see what the Dwarf Mini can shoot with its telephoto lens. Yeah, in the wider sky, in the wide angle lens view, you can see with the AR Sky Finder. Yeah, there is it will show you what the objects you can shoot with the telephoto lens.
I'm going to use that right now. I'm going to show that right now. Craig and everyone and Grace, the Sky Finder, one of my favorite features on here. So you can see if any buildings or any objects, any trees, other houses, if anything is in your way, or can you image? So right here, it's actually showing everything is clear. And that's because that part of the sky that I'm pointing to is clear. So, and what is in that part of the sky. But if I were to move which I can, if I were to move manually my scope towards like the homes next to me or a building on the other side, it'll still show you, it'll block out those areas. You'll see it clearly. And then you can see what actually is in view, which is very, very cool.
Yes.
And I can also, with this, you can also see what's higher up in the sky because the higher something is, the better it is to image. So that's very cool too. Like right now might not be the best for me, for instance, to be shooting Flame Nebula or any of these objects that are down here.
I'm not sure if I understand the Craig or yeah, yeah, the guy's question correct yet, but yeah, you can use your phone to connect to control the Dwarf Mini and move its lens. So, um, to some degree, I think your necessity will be fulfilled. Yeah, will be realized through this control.
Okay, let me go to another object. Um, you know what? Grace, can you see the other question on the screen right now? While I go to this next object, there's someone named Digital Dawn is asking.
Mm, how to say that? I think definitely.
Oh, what? Oh, that's exciting. Grace, that's amazing. What a
we
great.
just said we just said we have our own timeline for this. Yeah, but cannot be disclosed because we just don't want to like how to say that, let people down. Yeah, because we have high request to our products. Yeah, so that is why for me, I work as a operational member. I didn't get so much information from our new product yet. Yeah, they will not disclose any very critical information until the hardware team thought, okay, this product is good to go. So they need multiple tests inside. Yeah.
Yeah, very realistic. That's very realistic. That's exciting to know, though. Oh, here's going to be a good example. Let me move my camera, my own camera, like my webcam, so you guys we can test the. This is going to be a great example of the augmented reality, because something is in the way. Let me turn off my camera for just a few seconds while I show this. Where's my camera? There we go. So you guys can see that the dwarf right now, I'm trying to get Whirlpool Galaxy. Okay, that's my next object. We're going to try Whirlpool Galaxy. And obviously, my own house is in the way. The roof there. But Whirlpool Galaxy is right there, so I'll still be able to get it. But let's see. This is how we can see a little bit better what augmented reality here, the Sky Finder is. I have to stop tracking real quick and let me show that. So if I click on Deep Sky and I click on Sky Finder, I love this. So there you go. Now we can see all of this is going to be visible. I can clearly see Whirlpool Galaxy, which is what I want to be my next target. And all these other objects I'll be able to see. I need to turn off my scope cam too, right? And as you can see, Pinwheel Galaxy, I can't see it. I won't be able to even if I try because it's blocked. So
you can tap it. You can tap it to see. There will be a display panel on the right side. If there is a yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can see all of them, but you mean like what I mean is this one I couldn't image because it's behind.
It? Yeah, yeah. You will see on the right the layers. The targets of the layers will be displayed on the right side panel.
Oh, yes, that is cool. That is cool. Yeah, all the other ones I can see them. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is super, super helpful, actually, because that's one of the most frustrating things sometimes is something in the way or not. And sometimes people use other apps to be able to figure that out. You have to open up other apps to try and do that. Like I try to use other apps to figure that out. So this is cool that it's just already there. I don't have to use other apps to see if anything is in the way. Grace, Craig Campbell is saying thank you so much for explaining everything. Everyone is
Thank you.
yeah, saying
Yeah.
thank you, that it's very, very cool. They're excited.
Yeah. This has been such a wonderful conversation that I really enjoyed chatting with you guys and the community tonight. Yeah, but I do have to jump off now because I have some internal meeting coming up. And but I want to say thank you, a huge thank you to everyone watching. Your passion for astronomy is exactly what keeps us going forward and to pushing the limits of what Dwarf can do. So keep the questions and feedback coming. We truly read everything. Clear skies, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Grace. Appreciate you joining. All right, that was awesome, guys. Let's try to get a little bit of Whirlpool Galaxy. That was super, super awesome. I'm so excited to have Dwarf Lab on tonight. That was wonderful. All right, we've got M51, and like I said, if I turn off my little cam, you guys see it's like right on the edge. I'm able to image it. Oh, I can make this bigger too, by the way. You can make that bigger. Okay, let's go back. Let me get my cam back up. And let's I think the focus is fine. Let's start stacking Whirlpool. Yes, Jim, that Sky Finder is, I think it's very helpful. I honestly think every single smart telescope should have that. I don't know why they don't, but it's super, super helpful. I want to thank again, guys. I just want to thank everyone so much for joining this stream. I thought we were gonna have to cancel last minute, and I even told Grace like 30 minutes before. I said we're gonna have to cancel. My clouds are horrible, but everything cleared up in the end. So that is just so awesome. Okay, wait, did I start stacking? I haven't started stacking. There we go. Sorry, that took me a minute there to realize I hadn't started stacking yet. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. We've got someone donating. And I think I know who that is. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for buying me a coffee. Jim Carter, also a channel member, and Stealth channel member, and buying me a coffees as well. Several coffees, all of y'all. Great donations tonight, and also for gifting Stealth, you gifted a lot of memberships as well. Thank you so much. It's so awesome. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Craig. Yeah, that was great. It was I'm Dwarf Lab is amazing for even just saying like, hey, we want to come on with you for the stream. Like that is just super, super cool and answering all these questions. And now we know so much to talk about because NEAF happened yesterday and today, you know, this weekend, and a lot of exciting news. A lot of exciting news with all smart telescopes in general. I just think it's amazing. Like, this is all just going to get better and better, guys. This is all just going to get better and better. Okay, hopefully people aren't leaving because I'm still on. We're still on, and we're going to try and get Whirlpool Galaxy. I'm trying. I'm trying. This is a little tough, but I'm trying. Am I doing good with Whirlpool there? I need to start that over. Whirlpool is a tiny target. Hold on 1 second here. Let me restart this. Oh, wait. Tiny target, but still fun. Hey, we've got Ismael Castro from Spain, from Granada. That's amazing. Thanks, Neon Blowfish. Yes, don't forget to hit the like. Yes, if you're loving this. We are at the tip of the smart telescope iceberg. Yes, we are. I mean, it's fun. Like, it's honestly just fun. Like, smart telescopes are the greatest invention ever. And when it comes to astrophotography and telescopes, like, I'm gonna redo this M51. You know, that's a good question. As you can see with the Dwarf Mini, it is such a powerful little thing. And honestly, they're both 30 millimeter. And they're going to keep improving and adding stuff to the Dwarf Mini with the software advances to do star trails and to do all this stuff. Like, I think the star trail she said for this month or at the end of the month or early May. So yeah, I think if honestly what I love so much about the Dwarf, there's several things that I really love. Obviously, what I don't like is that it's not bigger aperture. We want the bigger ones already, but if you want something extra portable, it's kind of becoming my favorite. If not at this point, my favorite. I've been using it for several weeks, and let me start stacking. 1 second here. Let me start stacking. Make sure the dual band filter is not on. Okay, so it's becoming my favorite right now because it's so tiny. Like I just pick it up like I'm picking up my phone. It's just easy to set up. It's quick. The polar alignment is fast. I mean, it doesn't drop as many frames as our other favorite smart scope. So I tonight, probably because I had so many wins, it was a little bit tougher. But as you can see, we got an amazing Rosette Nebula. But I honest opinion, I'm not being compensated by Dwarf in any way. Like, no monetary compensation for this. They didn't sponsor me or anything like this. This is my honest opinion about this. Like, yeah, like I love the Dwarf Mini. Like I would have never thought that I would say that because I mean I didn't have a dwarf at all before. And I'm like, oh man, like I was saying earlier, I'm getting even the tiny one. Like, is this even gonna be any, how can this be any good? I had zero expectations for this, and it really surprised me. It really has surprised me. So yeah. Yep. Yep. And so that's why, like, I think, like, for portability, just it's the, I mean, they say it's not just they say, it's true. It's the world's smallest smart telescope. So, for portability and for travel, and if you're not sure, like I was tonight, if I was going to be able to even image because clouds were intermittent, or I just wasn't sure, I just like grabbed it, put it out there, done. And obviously you can do that with any smart telescope. The whole point is the portability of it. But this is like the tiniest thing in the world. It weighs nothing. But yet, like I mentioned, it's so the quality of the scope, it immediately as soon as you open it, as soon as you have it in your hand. The quality is beautiful. And it feels a little heavy. Like, it's not like a little dangly thing. Like, this is like the real deal. Still the lightest and the smallest, but quality when you grab it, when you see it. So I can only imagine with the Dwarf 3, the potential Dwarf 4, it's gonna be insane. Like it's gonna just get better and better. The Mini literally fits in your pocket. Yes, that's crazy. It does. That is so crazy. Super Dave, yes. Who would have ever thought? Even like I said, even if you think 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. I mean, I guess some smarts. I think Vaonis, or who is it? They've been out for a while. Vaonis. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but who would have thought that we would have like something you can fit in your pocket that's this good, and you don't have any cables to set up or all this extra gear, all this extra stuff, that by the time you take it out, who knows if clouds would come in. But yeah, this is just awesome. I'm sad that I couldn't do EQ tonight because I've been using EQ. Oh, that's another thing. So I've been using EQ basically since the day that I got it. I just went straight up with EQ because it was that easy. I didn't start with alt azimuth. I went straight to EQ the moment I took it out and I had a clear night. Yeah. I love it. I mean, what can I say? I wasn't expecting to love. This is my true, honest opinion. Like, I wasn't expecting to fall in love with this little dwarf, but in the end, I was like, you know what? This thing is pretty. This is a little beast. This is a little beast. I have a coupon for 5% coconut. I wish I did. Someone mentioned they're planning to get the Dwarf Mini tomorrow. And, you know, if you use the link in the description, the link will still be here tomorrow. You can see the QR code too. Save it, add it to your cart already if you'd like. Don't be afraid to even scan the QR code or click on the link for the Dwarf Mini that I have there. It's not like it will auto purchase, right? You're just going to see it there, look at it, add it to your cart, look at the auto discount, pretend you're going to check out, and you'll see the discount pop up. And it's 5%. And Dwarf has been nice enough to provide that for us. Yeah, for everyone who's watching the Astro Room channel. Oh, my voice is changing volume. My audio is not good, guys? Oh, you know what? I don't even need the headphones anymore because I'm not... Hold on. Let's get that out. Is this any better? I don't need the headphones anymore. Sorry about some audio problems tonight. That's kind of weird. I've never also had someone else on the stream with me. It's like it's fighting for audio. Let me know what you guys think. If my audio is okay. I like what Jim just said right now. So, yes, it's just a different option. That's exactly what it is, being small and portable, being the smallest little thing ever. That's exactly it. Okay, audio is good. Awesome. Good, good, good. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay, great. Oh, the little whirlpool galaxy. You know what? I'm gonna zoom in. This is you know what? It's doing what it can. What do you expect? It's look at this, but look at my stars. That's not bad. Yeah, I love that augmented reality Skyfinder thing. That is one of the coolest things. That is one of the coolest things. So, just to recap, that it is officially confirmed from Dwarf. So 1 second here. I want to make sure I don't say anything that's not right. Officially confirmed that a bigger smart scope is in the works. Grace from Dwarf Lab said that, great question, Digital Dawn. Like, is it going to be ready like now or for the end of the year? Like now. And they have confirmed that they are going to release a professional grade, a bigger smart scope, like a more professional Dwarf, which I don't know what it's going to be called, the Dwarf 4 or what. We don't know. People are saying, I was reading some forums, people are going wild already about it, the Dwarf 4. And yeah, so that is, I like that they're not super rushing it to just try to get something out that's not going to be good to use. And, you know, guys, we know like not every smart telescope is perfection. All of them have their thing. You can't, you know, just like every other thing, every phone or every other device or whatever that you might have, right? But these things are just getting better and better. Yeah, so they are Kavik Mute saying Dwarf, a bigger Dwarf, bigger everything. So like Vaonis even announced new versions already of their smart scopes. Would love a Vaonis. That would be so cool. ZWO had nothing new this weekend at NEAF, but we know they're announcing for sure they even stopped production of the S50 to get ready for their S50 Pro. I honestly wish people can just skip to the 70. Can we just skip to the S70, S80? Can we just like jump? I don't know. I'm curious what Dwarf is going to do. Are they going to have like a 70? Are they going to go to a 50? Or a 70? We just don't know. Obviously, they're not going to release that information yet, but I'm sure we'll know within the next few months, probably. If they're going to release it at the end of the year, that means maybe pre-orders. You know, they're going to talk about it probably. I don't know if they're going to say anything during the summertime or close to fall, maybe closer towards the fall. I don't know. I'm speculating because if they're going to release something for the end of the year, you know, I wonder if it'll look different. I honestly, I hope that they keep the same look as the Dwarf Mini because I like that it has the swivel. I like that look of the smart scopes because it makes it look like a telescope more than like the other, like the Dwarf 3. The shape of it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I wonder, I'm really curious what they're gonna do for their next Dwarf. They might have to change the name because they might have to change the name. The Dwarf is just makes it sound so small, but we'll see what happens. Yes. Yes, the anything you want to get, guys. Like I believe it's for anything on the Dwarf Lab website. Use that code on anything. That's awesome. That is super awesome. Oh, Super Dave, that guys, hit the like button if you love this stream. If you've been having fun and you want me to do more of these streams, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps the channel to grow and for more people to also find this live stream or more smart telescope videos in general. If you hit the like, let's keep these communities growing. They should make a red dwarf and call it the red dwarf. Super Dave. That is pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. You know what? I need to look at that because I saw them announcing it. I was like watching their live streams here and there when I could today. But I didn't. Yeah, was anybody today at NEAF that's actually on right now? Because if you were at NEAF, it's really late in the East Coast right now, but I'm gonna look up to see if there's any more information on the Dwarf 4. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but yes. You know, I'm excited about all of these scopes. Like, it's just super fun. It's super fun. It's crazy because it's like just when you think you have enough, just when I thought I was fine, I get the Dwarf Mini. Like I said, no expectations. And I'm like, okay, this thing is awesome. I did not know what to think. Like this is like my honest review, guys. Like I did not know what to think. But it's bomb. It's the bomb. It's a little beast. Yeah, ZWO, oh man, like they just need to jump to the 70. They need to jump to the 70. But they're going to do it little by little. I'm sure it's not easy to even, just as it's not easy to make these smaller and smaller, it's not easy to make them bigger and bigger and keep them portable and yeah, all this stuff. And I think there's supply chain issues too, like with all these cameras and sensors. I think that's why there's delays on this stuff too. And they just got to take it a year at a time, literally. That's why they had to stop production of the S52. So, yes. Yes. So, you know what? I haven't tried it. Yes, because you can do 180 seconds. I can show you guys. Actually, can I do that while I'm not going to stop to try it. Oh, I can't. It's because I'm stacking. But you can do 3 minutes. I wouldn't dare try because I have winds, terrible light pollution. I just don't know how well it would do. It would be a nice test. Maybe I could try it out when my winds die down. And right now, guys, I have 11-mile-per-hour winds. Like and this little dwarf is doing just fine. Let me pull up my cam to be a little bit. Let me zoom in. Yeah, I actually have 11-mile-per-hour winds. That's what all the weather apps are telling me right now. I'm looking at it. Yeah, so I gotta try the 3-minute one maybe when we don't have that much wind, and that will be a kind of a cool little test to do. I don't know how it'll pop out though. Digital Dawn saying Grace mentioned larger aperture and longer focal, and yes, these are only gonna get better. These are only gonna get better. What a great stream we had. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that Dwarf Lab was able to join. I literally was like, we can't do it. Like this was 7:30 p.m. and I was supposed to start at 8. And I was like, we can't do it. And I'm running outside. I was about to bring the dwarf back in. And then I see half of my sky, no clouds, half of the sky clearing. Half of the sky clearing, half of the sky clouds. And I literally messaged her and I said, we can do it. We can. Please, are you still there? Please, please, please still join me. Oh man, that was so good. That was so good. Dragon Boy. I am very far away from the dwarf right now. I am like, oh man, like 3 doors. And it's on practically on top of the roof. Like I think I'm about, I want to say 20 to 30 feet. Sorry, I can't do meters. I just have to do the math. I'm about 20 or 30 feet away from the dwarf. Yeah. So I'm not, what is that? 9 meters? 6 to 9 meters? I mean, I guess, you're saying at least within 10 meters, or it gets disconnected. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm about that. Somewhere around there, and it's doesn't get disconnected from me. Station mode, yes. That's right. It's like a station mode, yes. That's exactly it. Yeah, it's about, I'd say closer to 30 feet or 10 meters or so away. Yeah. I haven't tried it further than that. Yeah, 3 doors down. What a great band. What happened to them? Yes. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to add my, sorry guys, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Let me see if I can pull up. I got to put in my details for tonight for my Rosette Nebula with Dwarf. What's today? I'm logging my sessions. How long has this been stacking already? Whirlpool? Whirlpool's doing pretty good. I did Dwarf Mini today with Rosette. Dwarf Mini. I finished it already. And I did Alt Azimuth. I did 15 seconds at 60 of gain. Sky tonight. Partly cloudy, but then it cleared up. I'm gonna put clear because that area was clear. Where are we, on new moon? My wind was high. My camera, hold on guys. Dew heater's already on there. I did AID noise. My humidity. Guys, thank you so much for the amazing feedback on those of you who are getting the astrolog. Like, you guys are amazing. I'm glad everybody loves the astrolog. My humidity is pretty high because it's at 70%. And right now it's, what was it? It was like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I just got to add my image in there. Is anybody that's on, does anybody have the Dwarf Mini? I need to ask, like, do I need to do a poll? I know some of you are saying you already have Some of the other dwarves. Okay. I'm curious now. Asking everyone. Anonymous poll. Do you have a Dwarf Mini? Do you have a Dwarf 3? I should have put, or any other dwarf. Or do you want to get a Dwarf Mini? Oh, I didn't know that about the lead singer of Three Doors Down. That is kind of sad. What on earth? I did not know that. That does look pretty good. Oh, and I'm going to AI denoise it too, Emma. This is really not bad because yeah, the winds, it still says 11-mile-per-hour winds. Like, it's still just bad. It's still windy. Oh, open the lens on the Dwarf Mini. Oh, yeah. But you know, it's so like flawless. Like, it's so easy to just open. Like, I like the swivel. I like that I can like flip the lens around. Like, I'm like, yeah, you can, as soon as you start it, because our other favorite smart telescope, I have to like open the joystick thing and like go, you know, where do I want to point to? I always open it first before I do the leveling, like if I'm using alt azimuth. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I always, when I'm going to level it, I first open up the lens like all the way up and then I have to wait. I mean, it's only, I guess, a minute or two, but this one's cool because I can just have it up with my hand like in 1 second, you know? Dawn, what happened? And oh, you did say that you had a dwarf. Was it the mini or the dwarf 3? Dawn, and I think you live in better skies than I do. Like, I thought, I from what I recall, your skies are, I think you're at Bortle 7, if I don't know if I remember correctly, but a little better than me. What happened? I wonder, did you get a defective or did you ask them? Okay, Neon Blowfish, thanks for watching, even though you don't have a dwarf. That's totally okay. I mean, you know, we love all these smart scopes. Like, who doesn't? Dragon Boy says he does have, or wants, he does have a dwarf, but wants to get a S30 Pro now, but I think that's what Dragon Boy is saying. Oh, wow, Adrian, that's a good deal. Brian Wilson has a Dwarf 2 and 3. Guys, make sure you subscribe. If this is the first time here to the channel, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Oh, fun. That's fun, Jack. That's fun. Yeah, you know what? Get them into this hobby. They're going to love it. So, yeah, with the mini, that's such a good idea. Oh, they're going to have fun with that. Hey, use the 5% discount code. If you're going to get this, whether tonight or you come back tomorrow, make sure come back to this video and use the link in the description. The link is there already. And get your 5% discount. So, okay, Dawn, you had the Dwarf Mini. Oh, you're at Bortle 6, even way better than me. Oh, man, Dawn. Okay, so Don, I don't know. Do you want to try it again and use a coupon this time? I don't know, Don. Think about it. That's really nice. Okay, I'm going to say something. I have respect for Dwarf. Like, today they kind of blew my mind. First of all, once again, I'm going to say I am not sponsored by Dwarf in any way. I've received no compensation. I did get the Dwarf Mini for free, which is insanely awesome. They let me keep it. So awesome. I'm so grateful for that. But I just want to say everything I'm saying, I'm going to be for real. I'm for real. I'm being for real, raw and real. So Dwarf Lab, they are so nice. They are so nice, and they really surprised me today because, first of all, they surprised me with even like, well, can we come on the live stream with you? What? Like, yes, you can come on the live stream with me. Like, that's awesome. Yes, let's do a Q&A with the viewers. But today they surprised me because they were at NEAF, of course, and they were live streaming almost all day or half the day. I think I don't know if they were yesterday too or mainly today, but they kept going around to all the other booths at NEAF, like Veonis, like all the other telescopes. I'm like, who does this? Like, they are so cool. So I can imagine that their customer service must be really, really good. And I think that's cool, Don, that you just got a refund with no issues. Like, that's a big deal. Like, that's a big deal. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Dakota. You haven't been able to use it then. What a bummer. I'm so sorry. I'm sure it'll clear up soon. Yeah, Don. Yeah, but anyway, they're so nice. Like, I'm just like, I think that's cool that they were able to give you the discount with no issues. I mean, they seem like a cool team. All right, I'm gonna turn off the poll. Here's your last chance. Just a few more seconds. This is an anonymous poll. If I can, let's get more feedback from you guys. Like, do you have a Dwarf Mini? Do you have any Dwarf? Are you thinking about it? I'm curious what the results are going to say of this poll. Do I turn it off now? Last chance? Without checking. Look, man. This is why, I mean, I've said it 20 times already, but Dwarf impressed me. And you guys know the smart scope I'm obsessed with already. You know what this whole channel is about, right? I mean, it's for all smart telescopes, but I have what I have. I have just Seestars. And I love the Seestars. Of course I love the Seestars. I'm obsessed with them. But I had zero expectations for the Dwarf. I was like, nah, never. But I crossed over to the dark side. Just kidding. I crossed over and I'm having a blast. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Okay, I need to AI denoise Whirlpool Galaxy. Oh, Jack. That's so nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you for subscribing, hitting the like. All of this has helped this channel get to this point that Dwarf Lab was gracious and kind enough to, give me a Dwarf Mini, to, support me with this. Like, that's super awesome that they, this is great, guys. Like, the more smart telescopes we have here in the Astro Room channel, the better. And Yeah, because who doesn't love smart scopes? Who doesn't like telescopes of any kind, to be honest? Thank you so much, channel members, donators tonight. Feel free to buy me a coffee. Thank you, everyone. The Astro log to track your imaging sessions. It's there in the QR code. Has been a hit. It's bigger than what I even ever would have imagined. It's literally beat my Seestar covers, which is now the number 2. It was the number 1 on the Astro Room shop. They're kind of neck and neck, but I did not expect the Astro log to be this huge. I obviously love using it. I might be biased because I created it, but it's awesome to track your sessions. And that's just another way to support the channel. Those of you still ordering Seestar covers, just amazing. Getting the Astro log, I'm getting great feedback on it too. People love it. And thank you guys for donations, supporting, subscribing, all that good stuff. Oh no, Dawn has not been able to image. It's so cloudy. Stealth, I didn't, that's really confirm. Can you bypass that? I've never had anybody tell me that. Is there a way for you to bypass that? Maybe I'll reach out to you in private, in a private message, Stealth. Are you able to bypass that phone number thing? That's weird. Can you just ignore it? Or don't enter any credentials for that? Okay, I'm gonna close the. Let me know, Stealth. I'm sorry, I'm a little late on the chat. My Nightbot is going wild. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Let me end the poll. Adrian, what a great question. They didn't. Okay, this is why they're so cool. You're talking about Dwarf, right? They didn't. At this point, I didn't even do a huge review video on it because I'm like, there's plenty of review videos. They didn't ask me to do anything. Like, what do you think? Like, is that cool? Like, I was like, hey, I'd love to just use one of your scopes on my live streams. And they were just super cool about it, you know. We'd love for you to have one of the dwarfs on the live stream. We're gonna send you a Dwarf Mini. They didn't, you know, yeah, they were just super cool about it. Didn't give me any instructions besides like, I'm like, oh, how do I use this or how do I do this? Like the regular, my Q&A of like, I've never used a Dwarf Mini. I have some questions, you know, like, but I don't know if I'm even answering your question, Adrian. Does that, and like I said, I already said it so many times, I received no compensation from them besides I got a free Dwarf Mini, but you know, they didn't sponsor me or anything like that. My sponsors are you guys, those of you donating, my channel members. Stealth, still nothing? I'll look into that right now. That's strange. Maybe I have to ask the support team on this. Stealth, how long has that been happening, or do you know, was this just today that you tried getting it and it did that? Let me know, please. Do I have any issues with the S50 being top? So, Jack, are you talking about like what, depending on the tripod that I'm using? What do you mean by that? What, I'm gonna end the poll. What did everyone say? Okay, we had 12 votes. Oh, it's tied between people wanting to get the Dwarf Mini and people who have the Dwarf 3. Some of you already have the Dwarf Mini and you're watching. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Those of you that have the Dwarf Mini, what Bortle skies are you in? Are you guys in like really nice dark skies, or how has it been for you? Oh, cool. A lot of you guys want to get, yeah, want to get the Dwarf Mini. That's pretty cool. A lot of you guys have the Dwarf 3. Who has both? Someone said they had a Dwarf 3, the Dwarf 2. Oh. Oh, Jack, the original stock tripod then for the S50 on EQ. So, Jack, to keep it real as always, I feel safer using heavy duty tripods. So for the S30 on EQ, I don't mind the stock tripod, the carbon fiber. But yeah, I don't, I prefer and it's because I deal with wind a lot. So I just rather have it on something sturdier when it comes to the S50. And if you notice when Seestar is talking about when they're referring to EQ, they're always show the S30 or S30 Pro on their stock tripod, on the S50 tripod. Does that make sense? So I've played around with it on EQ on this on the stock tripod, but and it never fell or anything like that. But because I have to, I didn't have issues, but I guess I could say it might be a little top heavy. I'm just worried because I have wind too. I just don't want to risk it. So I'll put it on a heavy duty tripod, just like the one I have the Dwarf Mini on right now, which is the Celestron tabletop tripod, which is insane. It's $89, and it's it's for the really heavy duty scopes, like their Origin, the Celestron Origin, and the Celestron, the Nextstar, like the one I have back here. It's for the big boys, those big ones. So, I just rather have something sturdier. Nobody has to have one that exact one, but I just rather I use that tripod back here or the one that you're seeing in my scope cam right now. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Digital Dawn. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable 100% with that either. So Bortle Sky, first of all, Stealth, can you message me? I think you have my email. I think because you've won stuff before and I've mailed you stuff. Can you send me a screenshot It requires a code. Can you send me a screenshot of this? If you don't mind, please. My email is also on my channel. Like it's public on the main page if you see my bio. But you have to be on a desktop computer or a laptop, not on your phone, and you'll be able to you should be able to see my email. But I think I've emailed you before. Please send me a screenshot. I want to look into that. I haven't had anybody tell me this, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. So with Bortle Sky, someone's asking about Bortle Sky. So that's talking about how much light pollution you have. Like if you live in this Bortle Sky is like 1 through 9. If someone's the lower number, if you live in very dark skies, like away from the city, then you have a Bortle 1, Bortle 2, Bortle 3. That's like perfect skies almost, where you have barely any light pollution. Like if you're out in the country, beautiful, beautiful skies where you can see a lot of stars, where you can see the Milky Way at night with the naked eye. But if you live in heavily light polluted skies or more light polluted skies like me, as you can see on my scope cam, I live in a Bortle 8, which is almost max for like heavy light pollution because I'm very close to the city. I mean, I live practically live in the city, or just outside of a major, major city. So I only see a few stars. Honestly, some people that say that they live in Bortle 7 say that they can't even see stars. I don't know how that's possible, but I live in a Bortle 8. Whenever I check online, it tells me I'm in a Bortle 9, but I refuse to believe that because I can clearly see Orion, like obviously not naked eye. I'm talking about, I don't know if anybody could do that, but I'm talking about like the Orion's belt. Like I can see the 3 stars. I can see clearly Jupiter, Venus, right? Naked eye. Like I can see the stars. I can see Betelgeuse. I can see Sirius. I can see Capella. I can see all those stars in the sky, which is just enough. It's like, it's good. I'm in a Bortle 8. I'm 45 minutes from Los Angeles. So I have a lot of light pollution. So the higher the Bortle number or the Bortle scale, the worse your light pollution. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you can still use telescopes. It's just that imagine if I lived in very dark skies, my Whirlpool galaxy that I'm imaging right now would look way better. It's just going to look more beautiful. Nice dark skies. And it won't take me as long to even capture the image. Like if it takes me an hour to get a good Whirlpool galaxy in very, very dark skies or darker skies, it might take me half of that time or even 20 minutes or 10 minutes, right? So yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's a measure of light pollution, just like Digital Dawn said. Yeah, you know what? They've just been I've just been really happy with them. How do I tell you? Super easy to work with and just like they didn't require literally anything of me. So I really appreciate about them. And that's what I was saying earlier about that they surprised me even at NEAF when they were going around to all the other telescope booths and like, hey, what do you guys have? They were talking with Vaonis. I was like, these guys are very cool. I don't know what other telescope company is going to do that. They're so cool. They're so cool. Yes, Google light pollution map. Oh, I can't wait to do AID noise. on this one. Oh, my Dwarf Mini is at 33% battery life. Can you guys see that down there? We're at 33%. Still kicking. I have it on nothing. I've never used a battery pack with this. Yes, your altitude, the higher the altitude, the better. I am in like, I am not in high elevation or anything. I wish I was. Oh, Dakota just found out. Okay, I'm officially jealous. I'm very jealous. I am double your Bortle skies. You just found out you're in a Bortle 4.3. Dakota, if you don't mind me asking, no pressure, what where do you live? Like what state or town? I am very jealous. My dream is to like live somewhere darker skies, and yeah. Jack, your S50 tipped over. What happened? Did you have one? Did it break? What is this? What is this, Jack? Okay, should I do AID noise? You know what? I'm going to do AID noise because I don't want my little Dwarf Mini to die and then I didn't do. That would be terrible. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, let's AID noise. I'm going to stop imaging. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you guys have had a lot of rain. Or you guys have had like, you guys have had some inclement weather. Am I wrong about this? Something has been going on in Hawaii. Okay, you live in a beautiful place, perfect for using something like this, these telescopes. That's awesome. Oh, good, Jack. Okay, Digital Dawn, stay real quick because I hope you haven't left, Dawn. Let's do a quick AID noise. Okay, there we have it. There we have it before the AID noise. Dawn, I hope you're still here. I'm going to, this is great. No AID noise yet. We're going to do an auto AID noise. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. Hey, Stealth, if you're still on, I'm trying to figure out if you already, I'm not sure if you've gotten the Astro log yet, but it only asks for your email because it has to email you the log. I don't see phone number on there. Thank you so much, Dawn, for joining tonight. Everyone has been joining. Thanks, guys. Oh, the coda. I see what you mean. It's been rough. Yeah, I've been hearing of some wild weather out there. Wow, what on earth? Flooding is insane then. Man, that's rough. Okay, okay, guys. M51 Whirlpool Galaxy. Oh! Guys, this is my first time getting. Okay. This is my first time getting Whirlpool Galaxy with the Dwarf, with any Dwarf, and with the Dwarf Mini. Okay, before and after. Before. This is so, guys, that's why I was like, I'm impressed because I didn't expect anything of the Dwarf. And I already have an S30 and an S30 Pro. Like, I'm like, I can't have anything better than that. You know, I just mean like, and this thing is tiny. It's like a little baby. But look at this. I really think Stellar Studio is one of the best functions with the Dwarf. And all the Dwarf telescopes have Stellar Studio. It's their AI denoise thing is insane. Okay, let's zoom in. And once again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I do have 11-mile-per-hour winds. I don't even know if you guys can see that. It says 11. Your winds are up to 11 miles per hour. Can you guys see that on my weather thing? Not only that, but Astrospheric said my scene conditions tonight, which was making me flip out about even going live because we were going to cancel it. My scene conditions said below average, which is what it's been since I started imaging. Below average, intermittent clouds, transparency below average to average. And usually when I live stream, it's like great. It's great. That's why I'm like, oh, we're going to have great clear skies. I'm going to live stream. I usually schedule them about a day or two in advance, you know, because you just never know. This, I was like, you know what? Let's do it the weekend of NEAF. It'd be perfect. Me and, you know, Dwarf Lab and I were like back and forth. And there's also new moon or barely any moon. So it's perfect timing. Let's just shoot for it because I usually have really nice dark sky, like not dark skies, usually have really nice clear skies. So I was like, let's do it. I'm sure the weather will be great. This has to be one of the worst, just in the sense because I was so close to canceling. One of the worst live streams when it comes to the weather. And my transparency below average, my scene conditions are not good. And anyway, all of that to say, look at this Whirlpool Galaxy on the Dwarf Mini. Surprised. It's a little baby. Jib. Yes, Jack, it does look so nice. Do I have a comparison? Do I have a comparison? What is this? Jack, do you have any S30, S50? Oh. I have to dig through. You know what? What a great question. I'm going to see if I don't think I have a Whirlpool Galaxy in my photo album right now on my desktop. Hold on. I could probably get Rosette Nebula. Well, you know, on the S50, Rosette Nebula is giant. It's giant. Probably I can show Rosette Nebula, but you know, the S30 Pro has a better sensor, better camera. So the colors are richer, which is to be expected because a Dwarf Mini doesn't have that sensor, that upgraded sensor. Yeah. This little whirlpool surprised me. Okay. Watermark. I'm going to save it with everything for the watermark. And then oh, this is, oh, I forgot it had this too. I forgot to show that earlier. The white frame watermark. 50 seconds, 60. That's kind of cool how it has that in my latitude, longitude, my location. I like that. I'm saving this. I'm just saving everything because I got to log this into my sessions. Exit watermark, yes. So let me save it also, once again, before and after. Woo! Okay, it's already saved in there. So if I go back to my Stellar Studio, yeah. Okay, great. Just to show real quick the Sky Atlas. Not very different from your Seestar, guys. Look at this. Guys, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe the little Whirlpool Galaxy. This is the funny thing. I told myself I refuse to try to get any Galaxy tonight because it's not going to be impressive, and a nebula will always look better, which is why I went for Rosette. I'm just going to say Dwarf Lab was so cool because they weren't all over me like, what are you going to image? What are you going to do? Are you going to get a good target? Just go for an easy, like they didn't tell me any, they just really trusted what I was going to do. They're so cool. But what I wanted to say is I honestly was like, nope, I'm not going to do any Galaxy. So I was a little bit nervous about trying the Galaxy tonight because I had not tried Whirlpool. I was like, it's not going to be the best to try to showcase the coolness of the Dwarf Mini. But this was great. That was awesome. And we're done with it. So, oh, wait. Just showing again. I like how I can switch the photos. The lens, telephoto, wide view. Thanks, guys, so much. This was such a nice stream. Thank you, channel members. Thank you, Jim and Stealth, for donating as well. Wow, we've been on for 2 hours. I gotta stand up and stretch my legs, and it's getting late out here. Those of you joining from the East Coast and still on, amazing, or from other parts of the world, it's late or very early. Richard Rojas, channel member as well as supporter, huge supporter. Thank you so much, Richard. I'm glad. Thanks, guys. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. Love it. I gotta do by like, how can I, oh, is it still tracking it? I gotta do star trails. Oh my gosh, Dwarf Lab was literally like, have you like this? They're just so cool. They were like, have you tried Star Trails? This was like me with like a one-on-one call with them. I was like, I haven't tried Star Trails. Have you tried the Mega Stack? I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't. Oh, okay. They're probably like, what is she going to show during the live stream? But this is how cool they were. They were so cool. But it was just they really trusted me. So I'm glad, you know, I wasn't going to be crazy. Even though I'm always pumped and crazy for the streams, of course, but I have a lot of energy for this stuff, but you guys know what I mean. Dwarf Lab is cool. That's all I'm going to say. Welcome, Neon Blowfish. Thanks for joining and becoming a channel member. Super awesome, the Alpha Centauri level. Thank you. Yo, Neon Blowfish. Anybody who's an Alpha Centauri member, you do get discounts on my shop. So if you're gonna get anything, please use your discount. If you're gonna get the Astrolog, anything, a Seestar cover, make sure you use the secret code that you have. If you don't know, reach out to me. Send me a private message. But you can use the code that you receive for being an Alpha Centauri member and getting discounts on the shop. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, Dakota, I'm glad this was your first time. That's pretty cool. Guys, so I was gonna say I wish I could have done the Star Trails. That might be for another stream. And you guys know I'm gonna have more than one scope set. You know, I'll be doing Dwarf, Seestar all together. I'll go back to my regular where I have more than one scope at the same time. But today was very heavy focused on Dwarf, and we wanted to do a raw and real stream, and yeah. Yeah, so Star Trails, I would love to do some Star Trails another time. It'd be cool to compare, to do like S30 and S30 Pro and this one. That would be kind of cool. Get both Star Trails going. This is cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much. What a great stream. Thanks, everyone.